Hey all, I want to run by some issues here that I have with this house. What we have here is a 1922's old farmhouse that we bought 8 years ago, sight unseen at an auction. Probably wished I wouldn't have done it now, but anyway. What we have is, you'll notice this pile of dirt here that we got, and I'll show you where that dirt came from. Dirt came from inside the house. I've cut out the floor. There was no, the dirt level was almost as high as these beams. Well, it doesn't look it now. There was just no crawl space underneath the house, and so I wanted to level up these beams. These beams over time have sank, and so we wanted to remedy that. So we ripped out the floors and dug about 18 inches to 24 inches down. It's not quite level, but kind of get an idea. And then I was talking to my contractor who's going to be, pouring in footings here to support these beams and laser the beams out and level the house, because the house is kind of dipping like this right there. Well, when we were talking, I just took a shovel real quick and decided to go, I don't know if you can see that, go lower, and we hit water, standing water in the house. In fact, it's pretty muddy down there now. It's a lot of the water's left, but it's still pretty wet. Had a septic guy out here a couple years ago to look over the septic system, and what he told me was that underneath the ground there's about 18 inches of topsoil and then clay, and what he says is that the water goes down, hits the clay, and then it moves sideways over. So in other words, it doesn't drain very well. And then what I did after mining out all this, I decided to dig a test hole over here to see if I can find water. This is just a trench I dug for the gas line to find out where the gas line went. And then there's the money shot. I know you guys want to see it, so there it goes. And then I dug this hole today. Now, when I just got done digging it, there was no water at all. Now I see there's just a little bit of water forming in there, but that's 6 feet down at least. So I'm wondering if I need to trench here. In the topography of the land, it goes down, if you can see. Topography of the land is pretty steep slope here. And I wonder if I should just put in like some sort of a French drain along this side, or if it's even necessary with the fact that there's just not a whole lot of, 6 feet, there's groundwater down there, but I don't really care about that. Just want to make sure that I can get the water out from underneath the house. So one thing I didn't point out here, walking around the front, was that there's a well here, an old hand-dug well. And if you were to take this lid off, right about 3 feet down, there is water. Now, may not be able to view it on camera, but this is a gradual slope to the house. And so what I'm thinking now is, to solve my problem, would be to come here and dig a trench and put in a French drain, run it underneath the sidewalk and out to the noisy street that you hear, and into the ditch they have over there, and just for drainage. I'll show you another part of the house here. It's got an old cellar area. I don't know what's, it's not a basement, it's just an underground area of the house. This has been a rat infested nightmare, and there's a lot of water issues here. What I'm planning on doing to fix those is to I gotta put in some hydraulic cement. You probably can't see, it's probably too dark. I gotta put in some hydraulic cement there and seal that up. Then I'm thinking about just digging a trench here, tying it in with that drain right there, trenching out along here, all along the perimeter, and then coming back. And this is the old sump pump here, but I'm going to put in that. I'm not sure if it's going to be here or not, where the location is going to be, but I'm going to sump it out and then pump it out. Here's another view of underneath the house, so you guys get a better perspective of that, and see these beams are sagging, so we need to level it up. I'm just wondering how to get rid of all the water that's underneath this house, because the soil's moist. It really shouldn't be moist, in my opinion. I can't figure out if the water's coming in over there, just hitting here and pooling up, and that's why it's so wet, or if the ground's naturally wet. So Just want to post a video and see if I could get some advice from maybe someone who's been down this road before. Just see what collaborative efforts could get me. But let's walk around a little bit here. This place is just going to be nothing but a big money pit until I get it fixed. I probably need to put something in here too, I would imagine. This slopes towards the house. We can't have anything sloping towards the house, but I don't know what to do unless I cut all this concrete out, which would be even a ton more money because it all slopes right there. So I'm hoping that just the cheaper way to fix this would be to the French drain here. That way if the water runs here, it just can go out to the street. Yes, and that shed's a gigantic pile. It needs to be rebuilt or torn down. I haven't made up my mind on that. Back in the house here. I'll just give you guys a little quick tour while I'm doing this. Here's the other tiny bedroom that we mined out. This old house is full of knob and tube, needs to be replaced. I mean, it's a full-blown remodel. I can't make it any bigger or better, but I can make it nicer. Old, nasty kitchen cabinets. They're only 21 inches deep. Everything else is 24. Then you have a problem if you build the cabinets out, so I'm gonna figure that out. Come back here into this room. This is just like a framed-in porch area. You never know what you're gonna get when you buy something from auction, sight unseen. At the time we did it, we thought it was a good idea to do, but little laundry room area, little bathroom. But hopefully I can get the water problem solved and then get going on the rest of this nightmare that I got to do. Anyway, if anybody has any good advice, sure appreciate it. Thanks.